Hey there.
Hi.
How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing good. Living life.
We don't have a piece of art.
Oh my god. That sounded fake, but I'll... Let me grab one. What are you feeling today?
Just grab something small that we can just put right
What are
here.
you feeling today?
I don't know, Steph. Just grab anything. We're being super rude. As you guys know, we run an online
From our
art
very
dealership.
own.
You might have to bring it up a little bit.
Yeah. Alright, listen.
Anyway, so we run an online. So we have an art and creative company that we run together. This is one of our. Well, this is our first artist. His name is Noel Martinez, whom I love very, very much. He's a all-around Renaissance man. And he's awesome. So you should definitely find him on social media. I like him a lot.
You're doing really well right now.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah, actually, yesterday, I decided, which I think was kind of a big pivotal decision for us, even though I made it unilaterally myself. So I made a certificate of authenticity yesterday, right?
Mhm.
You saw that? Yeah, it's not good. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. This will probably get cut over here. Alright. So I made a certificate of authenticity yesterday. Or 2 days ago. And I was like, alright, we're a creative company and we want to expand. So you know how with the other stuff we're doing, like all-in-one and everything, it has like it says at the top, like it's like creator and then it says all-in-one.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
Huh.
I have souls everywhere today.
Souls?
Soils.
Oh. So because we started creator off as in our company, we always just kept creator for the art stuff. But what I did yesterday was I put art at the top next to it. You saw it, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
And I think it's good because then it's like just a section of it. Because that is just a section of it, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It's like Amazon with their studios and apparently now gaming and Prime and all that shit. So it's all different.
Can you imagine?
Wow. All right. I wish it wasn't like Blue Orion because that's his space company. I wish it was just Amazon Space.
Maybe you thought it was like a nicer name.
Well, it's not his it's not fully his company. He has a massive thing, but I think somebody else started it initially.
Oh.
It's like multiple people came together to make it. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, creator. Just to get to our ultimate goal of world domination.
I think that's more Steph's goal, but that's all right. You know.
Didn't have to be positive or negative. I mean, it's
Yeah.
gonna be positive,
Fine. It needs to be positive.
right?
Yeah.
Who needs it?
Not
Fucking
me.
disgusting. Just be nihilistic.
I was listening to a Risk episode yesterday, and the guy he talked about. Oh, by the way, you guys, you should definitely listen to the Risk podcast. You learn so much about like humanity. You learn about yourself. You learn a lot about like the human condition, sexuality, BDSM, like everything. It's a really, really good podcast to like open those parts of your minds that you didn't even know were there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like introduce you to people that you didn't even know existed. It's great.
And it's great because those people, you can't talk back to them.
I know. Isn't that great? It's
So
like a good book.
Yeah, if you hate what what you're hearing, doesn't matter. You can't say shit.
It's awesome. So this guy, he was talking about like he went to like this like tantric thing.
Yeah.
So
If, for anybody who doesn't know, tantra is it's more than sexual, but describing it as like base level, it's like a sexual type of massage.
yeah.
For especially for women, very, very prolonged orgasms that are very different than like regular clitoral or G-spot stimulation.
Yeah, that's great. But like this one, so this guy, like he was a part of like this men's group, and I'm just gonna walk you through what he said. He's a part of this men's group, and there was this guy who he always has like the craziest experience. Like he's just like, he's in your head, and everything that you've ever wanted to do, that's his life. It's like, I want to go to an orgy, been there. I want to skydive, but done that. Want to snowboard, done that. It's like,
Why was orgy at the top of your mind?
because everything culminated with that.
Oh, with orgy?
Yeah.
Is that the peak of humanity? Orgies?
Let me tell you. So this guy, so he was like, how do you go to all these like sex events and these different things? And he's like, well, there's one coming up. It's like a tantra thing, but it's like oil and whatever, but there's no sex.
Okay.
And the guy was like, all right, you should go. So when he went to the thing, there was like this massive living room that was cleared out, and they have the tarps, and it's like
Oil.
taped to the wall. And then everybody would lay
You
down.
know, a typical Friday night.
You know how it goes. Brooklyn, come on. Yeah, it's a Tuesday morning.
Yeah,
Before
Tuesday
you go
morning,
to
Friday
work.
night.
Yeah. Anyway,
Invite 40 people in your apartment.
Come
Fuck.
on.
Have your morning coffee. Slap an ass. Walk
And
out
go
the
to
door.
work. Typical.
It is what
you
it
know,
is.
New York stuff.
It is what it is.
So the guy said he showed up there, and before they did the exercise, there was like a.
Was it like lead or was it just like people?
It was lead.
Okay.
So,
it's a yoga class. Tuesday morning yoga.
Bikram.
Exactly.
Or
hot yoga.
Hot
you wanna
yoga.
call it.
So before they did it, they made you do this like exercise, which was to see your boundaries. So they paired everybody up. There was no sex, so your sexuality did not matter. Like you're gonna be rubbing against dicks and pussies and things that are in between, and it didn't
What are
matter.
in between dicks and pussies?
I don't know. Who knows? You know, that's the you know, we're getting to the edges.
Okay.
So it didn't matter. So he paired up with this one woman, and the whole point was to find your boundaries. So it was red light, yellow light, green light. Green light, if whatever the person is doing to you, so you're laying there, and whatever the person is doing to you, green light, I am enjoying this. And then the other thing was yellow light. And then red light is like, stop. I do not like this. It's not pleasurable. I'm not, stop. And so the woman, he didn't process that. He didn't receive it that he's supposed to like red light and yellow light to things.
Oh.
So the woman was like doing all sorts of things to him and whatever, and he wasn't saying anything. And then she started choking him. So like one hand, he didn't say anything. Two hands,
Is that part of
nothing.
Tantra?
So it was like Tantra adjacent.
Weird.
So it was like a lot of other shit.
I don't
But
know
listen,
how much
Steph, you're
Tantra
doing too
that
much
is.
interjection.
All right.
So look, so she was like holding him at his neck and this and that, and she stopped and she was like, babe, you're supposed to tell me what, if like this is pleasurable, if it's good. And he goes, in that moment, his whole life changed. Because he was just like, I can tolerate this. I'm not dying. I'm not choking. Like, she is choking me, but I'm not on the verge of like death yet. And she goes, no, that's not what it is.
Do you enjoy it?
Do you enjoy it? And he goes, and right there, I had that big shift too in my own mind, because I was just like, there's so many things in life that most of us go through life just like tolerating pain. And it's like,
not even just pain, not always pain. Because I think
but clearly when I say pain, I don't mean physical pain, Steph.
No, I know, but I think you should clarify. Just general discomfort. Whether it's in your job, whether it's in how you're satisfied with your partner, with your family, with your relationships.
With
yourself. You know,
Yeah.
whatever boundaries you set for yourself. Or, you know, a lot of people hate themselves because they're gay or they're bi or whatever. They're interested in this or that. So, just to clarify.
So it was crazy because he was like, how much time we spent like just tolerating the thing, like, okay, I'm not done, it's okay. And it's just like, no, are you enjoying this? Are you having a good time? And I was like contemplating the whole night into this morning, like the balance between being a complete hedonist, which is everything has to, you only do things for like pleasure. You only do things that feel good. So like lots of drugs, lots of food, lots of like just like a nomadic lifestyle, this like vagabond type of
anarchy, basically, in a way.
You know, just anarchy towards yourself.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you don't want to work because you don't like going to work, or you don't like getting up early, or you don't like the pain, so you don't work out, or you know. So I was the whole time I was contemplating that balance. Like entrepreneurship is hard, so I can't be bothered to do it, and relationships are too much, so I just like keep fucking. So I don't know, but it was very, very interesting, and it kind of jolted me to see like how many of the things I'm tolerating versus am I having a good time. And it was a
What
very
did you come up with?
interesting exercise. I don't know. I haven't come up with anything.
Anything at all?
Well, I felt like my last relationship, I coming down to the last 6 months, I was tolerating it, and so I felt like it was a good call to get out of it. I feel like I enjoy certain challenges. I enjoy pushing through a very tough workout. I like that. I like pushing through like business challenges. I like that.
Do you like that doing it by yourself or with other people?
Doing it with other people changes the experience because you cannot just like say, okay, I'm just gonna leave the person. You know, you have to like slow down, or you have to. It adds an element of. It makes it a little bit more difficult, just because it's not an individual sport at that point.
It's only fun for me if I do it with someone else. I love challenges, but I hate doing them alone.
But you see, like, I don't know if that's true because, like, all the sports that you do are challenging, and
They're
every
just
time.
fun, though. I don't see them as challenges. Like, they're not hard. For me, like, I don't particularly enjoy working out, but I do enjoy working out if I'm doing it with someone else. I don't particularly enjoy business. I like the whole entrepreneurship thing and where we're going to be at, like, because both of us agree. Neither of us, like right now, we love the challenges and stuff of it, but we hate the menial work that we have to do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to fucking be doing photography, like real estate photography. That's not my thing. And you don't want to be calling people all day for sales. That's not your thing either. I mean, you're good at it and I'm good at it, but neither of us really want to do it. That's the part of entrepreneurship, and that's like, you know, like do what you love, and that's why you do entrepreneurship, but you have to, like, there's a lot of sacrifice that comes along with it because, you know, at the end of the day, like, maybe you don't enjoy being the janitor and then doing this and doing the little shit and writing code or doing whatever you have to do, learning these new things. And maybe you don't enjoy that. But to get to the place that you only do the things that you enjoy, you have to do the little shit first, you know, because the work stacks on, but it just becomes different, you know. So now it's like a lot of like little shit, you know, and it's not that much, it's not that high pressure.
Yeah.
But as we grow and develop, it's gonna be like the tasks are gonna change because we're not doing any of the little shit, but the stakes are gonna be a lot higher. The decisions are gonna be like a lot more important, and like the things you do. So like the busyness goes up, but just in a different way, like in a way that you enjoy it more. So you work even harder.
Yeah.
Everything with entrepreneurship is parabola. That's that graph. So exponential gains.
So do you want to give the one word sentence or the one sentence of what you just went on for like 5 minutes?
Did I do that?
Yes.
Oh.
I got lost in the middle, and then I was just like, I don't
He
know
just
what to
checked
say.
out. Okay.
I didn't check out, but I couldn't. I don't know what you were trying to say.
Oh.
Do you even remember what you're commenting on?
Yeah.
Tell me.
What I'm commenting on, it's about pleasure. We're talking about pleasure. So, and with entrepreneurship, it's a little interesting. It's a little different.
No,
because
Stef, you're talking about doing it by yourself and why.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got a little lost in the sauce. Sorry.
So tell me again, because I just
doing it by myself. I only enjoy it when I do it with someone else.
okay.
Sports and stuff are different because I just enjoy it. It's not a challenge. Learning a new sport for me is not a challenge. I'm a very athletic person, and that's the kind of thing that I enjoy doing. It's just fun for me. So like falling down and eating shit and getting hurt and learning something is like it's not hard.
Okay.
You know, like working out is hard because it's boring for me. Like doing the cycle training. I hate stationary bikes, but they're a lot of fun when I'm around other people.
Yeah.
But I'll go on a bike ride and go 100% by myself through the city, and I'll enjoy it, and it won't be a challenge at all for me.
Okay.
It's just different like that. But it's the same thing with entrepreneurship. I wouldn't do it alone.
Yeah. So I don't know. It was very interesting to kind of evaluate my life and see how many things I'm tolerating versus the things that I really enjoy, and like taking stock of these things was.
Have you come up with anything at all?
I mean, it's a long process. Like you have to figure out because like, what is even pleasure? Like, what is pleasure? Like when you leave a workout, like you're achy or whatever. So, but then you enjoy that thing, and like all this endorphins is released, but then you still feel a little achy.
The way you said that was just like, I don't even know what I'm saying.
No, but it's like all this stuff is happening in your body. You know, you feel good, but like you're achy at the same time, and you're in pain at the same time. So it's like you what is the metric? It's kind of like with sex. Like sometimes, like if you get like fucked really, really hard, it's like, yeah, you feel good, but then at the aftermath, it's like, oh my God, like I can still feel it inside of me, and I did, did something rip or whatever, but like you have a good time. So I don't know. It's like, so I'm still figuring out like what the metric is for.
Pain sometimes is pleasure though, based on the activity.
This is true.
Pain in your workplace is not good. There's no situation where pain in the workplace is fun.
No, but like the high stress, it's like it's fun. Or like,
I don't know, man.
So that's what I'm saying. You have to figure out what that thing is, because
maybe
like,
it's
look,
different for everyone. I think that's probably. I mean, it definitely is different for everyone.
No, but look, when you have like 5 deals on the table and you're like, all right, I just lost 2, I have 3 left, but if I do this 3, still a lot of money. Like, holy shit, like, am I gonna get it? And you're like putting everything together. You're talking to the client, you're talking to your team, you're everything. And
I don't know if
like,
that's stress though.
That's stress.
Is
I
it?
spoke to my therapist about it. That's stress. Because it's high stakes. Any high stakes is stress.
Yeah. Well,
I don't
weird.
see it as stress because I think
yeah.
it's fun to me.
Yeah.
That's
stress
fun to
is
me.
weird because it's like, one, how you interpret it, and 2, it depends what chemical the body releases when you feel it. Because your body can interpret stress 2 different ways. It can release cortisol, which is very
that's not good consistently.
good if you're in a life or death situation, but that's the reason why people get sick so much more now than they used to. Or
because you're in that continued state of stress, so it's like consistent.
What cortisol does is it shuts down the body. Any unnecessary process in the body, it turns it off. Like growing your fingernails or your hair. That's why you see a lot of stressed old white people, or a bunch of stressed old people that have no hair. And your immune system, so your body gets weak and everything like that. And cortisol is very bad for long periods of time, and it's like if you're constantly stressed, you get this constant trickle of cortisol in your body, and it's horrible for you.
Are you gonna credit Simon Sinek for all of this
I am
shit
gonna
that you're
credit.
spewing
I was
in bars?
about to. I was gonna say the other stuff and then credit him at the end. Fuck it. Oh wait! I got my notification that says I have to credit you. So Mark last night was losing credit. Felt like he was on the sidelines because everything I say, all of the positive things about myself are credited to him and him solely, and I have to write him 10 checks. I'm happy that's out of the way. So what Simon Sinek was saying about cortisol and then dopamine and endorphins and all that stuff, right? So stress is interpreted different ways. If you're constantly getting cortisol, it's very bad. But if you're getting dopamine, which is the thing, the chemical that's released when you complete a task, it's very good for you because it's literally positive reinforcement for you, right? So, getting a deal or something like that is great. And then you can also get another. What's the other chemical? There's one more. Cortisol, dopamine, and something else.
It's endorphin? No. These are all hormones.
Yeah. There's another chemical.
Yeah. He has 4
Yeah.
that he talks about all the time.
There's another chemical that gets released that I'm missing right now. That's a very, very addictive chemical to your body. It's what gets released when you feel good. And that's very addictive, and it's not good to live off of it either because it fucks your body up. Dopamine is not addictive.
What's the point of you saying this?
I'm saying these things because of the stress.
Okay, so relate it back, Stef.
Yeah.
You're just spewing facts. What is going
back.
on?
So, if you interpret stress as a positive thing and you get this rush of endorphins and dopamine in your body, and you're able to keep the cortisol levels very low or none at all, then it's very good for you. But if you're constantly stressed, like lawyers are or something like that, because they're not enjoying what they're doing, or they are enjoying it, but it's like way too much all at once, and they're constantly on edge, you're getting this constant trickle of cortisol, and it makes you feel horrible, and you're literally killing your body. So you got to be careful with that. It's a very interesting balance.
But another thing that is not exactly physical, with the extended cortisol rush in your body, or like that consistent trickle, is your thinking ability, like your mental prowess. It goes down. It can't happen. So when you're stressed, you can't think. It's like, that's why they tell you, like, when you're in certain situations, like, don't panic, because if you're panicking, right, which is all that adrenaline and all these like mixed up of like negative hormone, not negative, but you definitely will not be able to think clearly. So like the first thing that they tell you when you're in a flight or fight situation is to not panic. Like, just breathe, whatever. Serotonin. That's the feel good chemical. That shit is awesome. You get a lot of that when you do PCP or mushrooms. Just like, oh my god. SSRIs are like amazing.
No, they're not. I don't know why you're saying that. SSRI stops your flow of all of those chemicals. That's oh my god.
Then you just but then you'd be like this.
No, you don't feel good when you take SSRIs. It kills all of your feelings. It numbs all of your neurotransmitters. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
I'm kidding. All right. First of all, I don't do any fucking drugs. So that's a joke. Anyway, so don't take me seriously on that. So, yes. So listen, the bottom line is this. You have to figure out ways.
Not that.
You have to figure out ways to like lessen your stress with whatever you're doing. And my therapist like gave me like a thing to know if I'm stressed out or like what I'm feeling. You can take stock of your body, because your body will always tell you how you feel. Because we can lie with our facial expressions. We can lie to ourselves.
Not really, but yeah.
No, you can. You can train yourself. Your face
Micro
to lie.
expressions are very difficult to counteract.
You can train your face to lie all the time. Like, it's absolutely doable. But like your body is way, especially your feet. Like, it's way more difficult to train, because it's just like so instinctual. But like so there's certain parts of your body that will tell you. So like your chest, if it gets like very tight, very heavy, like that is associated with one pain. Like your shoulders, or I don't know what this is called, but whatever this area is called, that's another area that you can like study and to know what you're feeling. Your neck, your fucking, like your neck,
Your
and
fucking
then
neck.
your back, like your shoulder blade area, and then the middle of your back. So for me, and then your stomach, of course. So for me, if I am like work, like stress, but it's not like this intense pressure. It's just like, for example, if a lot of things are happening, if I know there's something big coming up. So for example, I do the business development here. So when we did our Indiegogo campaign, I knew that I was launching it at a certain time, like a literal like time of day. And at that time when it was going to be launched, I knew I had to message like 40 or 50 people to say, hey, it's open, go ahead and make your contribution. And then at that time, like I felt in my neck, like this intense, not intense, but this like pain in my neck, or this like, you know, this pressure. And I knew that it was because I had to get this done. When I feel like, when I'm with someone I don't want to be with, I do not enjoy their company, I want to go, I just want to get out of this situation, I feel it in the middle of my back. My chest, I feel like a tightness in my chest when, like, I feel like everything, actually that's here. If I feel like all the options, you know, like when you watch this movie and the person's like trying to run out of a building and all the doors keep closing and they're trying to run to catch the other one and they're just like made it through. That's where I feel right here. Like if all the options, yeah, like all the options, no, just like all the options are like closing on me. And I very, very, very rarely feel that. It's mainly like this one here and in the middle of my back. Like, you know, I try not to put myself in situations where I don't want to be with the person I'm with. But it happens sometimes.
Maybe that's why I've been having that lower back pain.
Are you with someone you don't want to be with?
No. No, because I've been a little stressed out with everything, and I think maybe that's where it's coming from.
Probably.
The pain. It's
You
like
have
in
to-
just like 3 vertebrae on my lower back.
Stef has been like really, really stressed because like the money situation is not where we want it to be, like not even close. You know, it's just like it's getting hard. And so we really want to get the shit right, and it's difficult. So, you know, it's just a part of it. Like, it's hard, and that's why when people say like, "Oh no, I just want a stable job and this and that," I respect it because it's very, very challenging. So you have to take stock of your body.
It's just so much time that you have to be in this situation for,
Yeah,
and like struggle for. And then there's so many times where you're offered an out. Like you can go out of it there's so many, like, you know, there's plenty of times where it gets really hard and you're like, I could just get a job and it could all be easy.
yeah. I've never thought that.
No, I don't really have those thoughts, but
Because I've done the job and it's just like not.
I've never had those thoughts, but like a lot of other people do. Where you're just like, I could just not do this and get a job and get a good paycheck and have money. But, you know, it's just part of the struggle.
Yeah.
And if you do have those thoughts, it's not a bad thing. Just,
Fine.
you know, keep going. But
Or you can reevaluate and maybe
Yeah.
the job is better for you. Maybe it's a better option for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, there's no shame in saying that I thought it was for me, I tried it and I hated it. I was not having a good time. It was not fun. I hated the stress. I hated the ups and downs. I hated, you know, the finality of everything. I hate everything being on me. Because when you have a job, your role is only your job.
You're not responsible for anything else. And they don't expect you to.
No, you
unless
do not
you want to
care.
go up through the company, but
And even so, just do your job really, really well.
yeah.
It'll promote you. You'll never have to think of like, oh, the rent for the building, or the overheads, or like, oh, there's a disgruntled employee. There's some HR issue, like,
Or like someone's fucking the other person.
who gives a shit?
It doesn't. None of it matters. Or like, you know, where the company's going, and
Yeah.
like your mistake fucks the whole thing.
Yeah.
Some people just don't like that, and it's very understandable. That's a lot of stress, or it can be if it's not for you.
Or if the company does something like it doesn't have anything to do with you because you're just one member in a firm.
Yeah.
You know? But when you're the owner, like you get all the credit, but you also eat all the crows.
Yeah.
So it's weird. It's really, really weird. And then the starting part is very, very hard.
I don't know if you even get all the credit sometimes. But yeah, it depends on how you run your company.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's rough because the starting part is the hardest, and then you get people coming in and they're like, oh, I want this and I want that. It's like, no, you don't get that because we did all this, So it's just very confusing. It's a lot. It's a lot of shit. So,
But yeah, it's very, very challenging. But then you have to just like check yourself to see how you feel, and then study your body, because your body will tell you how you feel. When you're nervous, a lot of people feel it in their stomach, and it's like that's something that
It's a
is
sign.
very good to know.
yeah, and
Why
if
are
you
you
feel that
nervous?
all the time, and if you like get wins, the thing is with entrepreneurship, it's like, yeah, there's gonna be plenty of times where you feel that way and stress, but if you get a win and you still don't feel good about it, no matter how little, it's not for you, I don't think. I think that's a really big telling thing. It's like, remember when we got the office and when we got these little wins and when we closed the deals and stuff like that, it's like a celebration with us. I think if you're not able to have that and you can't celebrate the little wins, like I don't think that's for you.
What does it mean?
I just don't. I think it's that like you're too stressed about everything else and you're like, God, this is just one thing and it's like gonna go wrong and this and that. It's like I don't think this is for you.
Yeah. Like pessimism.
Yeah.
There's no pessimist who's an entrepreneur.
Yeah. You can't. It's
Yeah.
literally impossible because
Yeah.
statistically speaking, starting a business is like the most impossible thing to do.
Yeah.
Like a successful business is basically impossible.
Yeah.
So
It's so low.
yeah. So it's weird though because I don't believe that at all. The reason why it's so low is because there's a bunch of people who aren't actually entrepreneurs who try to start businesses. If the statistics were only for entrepreneurs and that's it, the numbers would be so much higher.
I don't think that's necessarily true. I think the people who build like really big businesses
Have failed a lot of times before.
no, it's just a humility about them. Because you have to be humble to know, it's kind of like surfing. Like you have to know that you cannot fight the water. So it gives you that inherent humility of like, okay, I have to go around this or I have to do this and that, but like I will not win against the wave.
Yeah, you can't fight.
You can't fight, right? So you have to surrender yourself. So it's the same thing with business, just understanding that you have to, if people don't want what you're throwing, you have to adjust it. Or you have to seek out knowledge. You have to seek out people who are further along than you, because it's just guessing.
Yeah.
Because you really don't know.
The tiniest adjustments in this stuff,
But then if you have that pig-headedness,
Yeah.
it just, you can't do it.
yeah. It's like a race car. Well, maybe that's not a good example. I don't know. What's something people understand that's not for me? Very subtle things.
I don't know.
It's like cooking. The tiniest little mistake or like the tiniest adding one little thing can either make or break the entire dish or whatever.
Too much salt, it's over.
Tiny little bit too much and
Too
it's
much pepper,
shit.
it's over.
Yeah, and it's
Too
over.
little salt is also over. No spice.
Yeah, you gotta be like Goldilocks.
Yeah. My grandmother was, and my grandfather, they were like excellent at fixing dishes. Because like they would like go to like an event or something and somebody's like, oh, it doesn't taste right, and they're like, oh, give me some cornstarch or give me some salt, give me some this and that, and they'll fix it. And it's just like a little thing, and it's like they are like wizards with food when it comes down to like culinary shit.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And it's the same thing with someone who's well learned in business. They'll come into your business and they'll say, you know what, why don't we change this?
And it's never a big change.
It's never a big change.
It's never a big change. It's like just the tiniest thing.
Yeah.
Like adjust this by like a tiny bit, and then you're like, when did I make $1 billion?
Yeah.
It's like the tiniest little change. It's like watching the.
That's such a trigger for you. That's such a thing for you, the $1 billion.
It's just an example, Mark. Be quiet.
No, you talk about it
Leave
a
me
lot.
alone. Don't expose me. It's like the McDonald's thing. Remember that moment, that pivotal moment for him where his entire life was falling apart, even though he was being successful with like opening the franchises and everything like that. And one guy came and he's like, "You don't run a fast food company. You run a real estate company." And nothing really changed except he just bought the thing that the thing was sitting on, and it became the biggest thing in the world, in the country.
So what Stef is saying, let me just outline it. The McDonald's movie, the movie
Founder.
of Ray Kroc, it's called Founder. It's on Netflix. And so Ray Kroc, when he basically like took over the McDonald's from the McDonald's brothers, and piece of shit. And basically he was like opening franchise after franchise after franchise, but his cut was so small because I think it was like 4% or something like that. And then the guy, there was like this financial advisor who came into his life, and he was like, "Hey man, look at it this way. You're not in it for the franchise fee. It's a real estate business. You buy the land that they're gonna put up the franchise on, the building on, and you charge them rent, and then you're getting that 4% on the top too." And that right there, the whole thing shifted.
Oh, and then he also got the whole business. Because they couldn't.
And then he bought out the McDonald's brothers.
Yeah.
So, it's just little things, and so that's what I'm saying. Like the people who fail, typically they don't have that humility to say, "I don't know this," or maybe I can modify a little.
Or
bit.
being flexible.
Yeah.
When you're not flexible, you're fucked.
It just doesn't, and you have to seek out the knowledge. Like you have to seek out people who know more than you.
Yeah, because you're not gonna know until you've made something successful. Then you can start talking and saying things, because like you're like, okay, this worked for me. And even the first time, it's like, do it a few more times before you really like lock it in.
Yeah.
Because great, you got one successful business, but that's also like, that could have been luck, or maybe that could have just been like you just
right place at the right time.
Or like you just went hard enough.
Yeah.
But once you do it 2 or 3 times, you're like, oh, maybe I do know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And it's hard. Like, I mean, the bottom line is just that flexibility, seeking out mentorship and knowledge, and just understanding that it's going to be rough.
Also, I think the biggest thing that I learned, this was a while ago, but understanding entrepreneurship and the reason why I'm not afraid of failure is that, or like losing it all, as some people say, is once you learn how to do it once, you can do it again so much easier,
faster,
and so much faster.
Yeah.
Because entrepreneurship is not like luck, or it's not a talent, or it's not like a whatever. It's a learned skill.
Yeah.
It's just like any other job. So once you learn how to do it, and once you understand the basics and the foundations of it, even if you lose it all, like everything completely, you can just build it right back up again in like a year.
It's a teachable and very transferable skill set.
Yeah, it's super easy once you get it one time. But the first time, it's like it's like one of the hardest courses to take, one of the hardest skills to learn.
And then you have to like close the back door. Like if you think you can run back to something else, or if you have something else on the side or whatever, it won't work, because you have to be all in.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say that.
I think so, because when you have imagine if we didn't have to focus here, and like we had something else that was driving income, like bringing in money, it wouldn't work, because
Why?
because you would be like, ah, shit, this is a sinking ship. I'm gonna pay more attention to the other thing that's generating money.
I don't know, because who was it? Was this Simon Sinek again? Yeah, it was. He was talking about the Warby brothers, or
Warby Parker.
Warby Parker with the glasses. And was that him? Am I talking about the right person? No, I'm not. I'm talking about a different guy. But I watched a TED Talk. This guy didn't invest in them because they had like 5 different contingency plans, and they didn't they weren't all in with entrepreneurship. They were working their day jobs and everything, and they're a massive company now.
No. Well, first of all, there are exceptions to every rule. Like, because somebody else did it and it worked out. It's like someone who, says like they're gonna do monogamy and it works for them, doesn't mean that it's true or right. Okay, so let's fucking just cut it.
I think you should clarify if you're gonna say that a little bit at least.
I don't believe in monogamy. I think it's horseshit.
Yeah.
Anyway. And if you think your parents are monogamous, I guarantee your dad has fucked other women. Should just shut the fuck up.
I think what Mark's trying to say.
The bottom line is this:
is that you can love one person but still want sex from other people.
Yes.
Because we're humans.
Of course.
So yes, you can love your wife or your husband or your partner or whatever.
But some people are like, my parents are monogamous. My dad has never cheated on my mom. My mom has never cheated on my dad. Bullshit.
But, maybe let's not make generalizations about other people's lives.
No, I can make that generalization.
But no, you can't.
Yes, I can.
But what he's saying is that everyone finds other people attractive, and everybody watches porn. And when you watch porn, most likely the people, unless you're a very large or wealthy person, you're probably not dating a 10 or married to a 10. And you're probably not a 10 yourself. I'm not going to say definitely.
Oh my God.
But you're 99.999999999% of the time not a 10 or a 9 or probably not even an 8 or a 7. So people want to fuck. Okay.
So what I was actually saying though, he brought up the Warby Parker guys. Like, yes, good. I'm not saying you can't have your day job, but the day job is to bring you capital into the business so that then you can go all in. But once you're all in, if you have something else on the back burner or something else on the side bringing in money, you're not focused on the thing, because at a certain point you stop with the day job because you don't have the time. Right.
Even if you have to like go down. Lower your quality of life, because you see it on Shark Tank a lot.
At a certain point, they're like, "Hey, man, you got to quit your job. What are you doing?"
A cool company, even if it's a good company, great business idea or whatever, right? They'll come in, they'll pitch the idea, they'll be like, "Great," and then they'll ask you, "It's like, okay, like, do you do this full time and this and that?" And they'll be like, "No, I'm still working my job full time and this, and like, I don't want to downsize or I don't want to lose any money, and like, I'm gonna transition straight into the company and give myself the exact same paycheck." And I'm like. And all of them immediately go, "Nope, I am not interested." No matter how good the business idea is, they're like, "I'm not interested because you are not committed. You are not pot committed to this business. And I do not want to attach myself or my money to anybody who's not 100% committed to this."
So that's what I'm saying. You got to close the back door. Close the back door. Fucking cut that cord. Because here's my thing. And this is what I say to service providers who are trying to sell me a product.
Not to say you shouldn't work a job. Go work in a bar, make your money. Whatever you need to do, but
if you believe so much in your product, give it to me for free. I'll explain. If you say you are a lead generation company, right? And you're like, I can make you have like 10 leads a month and blah, blah, blah. If each lead is going to give me $10,000 and you're saying you can give me 10 leads, I'm like, all right, fine. I'm not going to pay up front. You want like $500 up front. What am I going to do that for? Let's do a profit share. You get 10% of everything that comes in here from you. 10%. And if you're saying you can guarantee me 10 leads, and then I'm like, all right, out of those 10, I'm going to close 3 to 5. So that's 30 to 50 grand. And if I'm giving you 10%, that's 3,000 to 5,000 grand. And your upfront cost is 500. So which one is more? If you really truly believe in that what you're saying to me is true, that you can get me those 10 leads, fucking do it on a profit share then. But no, you won't do it on a profit share. Why? Because you know it's horse shit.
Yeah.
So what are we even talking about? So it's the same thing with
really
entrepreneurship.
Weird. It's not. I honestly think that whole business is a scam.
Where they ask you for the money,
I think that I think most of that kind of thing, like as a salesperson, is a scam, because all big companies, like any big company, like first of all, look at the biggest things: real estate agents, most salespeople. Maybe you'll have a base salary for the first month or whatever, just so that you can live. And salespeople, real estate agents, car salesmen. Nobody pays shit to a car, so you walk in and with a suit and you just start selling shit.
Yeah.
And all like who else? Stockbrokers. Like,
None of these people have salaries.
no, because if you are good and you add value to the company, then you'll make more money for yourself. You'll make more money than you would ever make from a salary. And I think anybody who asks you for money up front is a fucking scam artist.
Yeah, be careful of these people with the lead gen and the this and the that. Pose it to them like that, like, hey, if you believe so much that what you're saying is true and you can get me these leads.
And I think PR people are the same.
Oh my God, they're the worst.
PR people are worse than salespeople.
Yeah.
Because yeah, maybe you'll get a few. You'll probably get, with any lead gen person, you'll get leads. You'll get. Maybe they won't be super qualified or in the right place, but you'll get them. Because they're technical people, they'll be able to do it. Mm-hmm. With PR people, they will fuck you for no money at all. For all of your money, not no money at all. The other way around. They'll fuck you for all of your money.
One interview in a bullshit podcast.
Yeah. Unless you're doing these big companies, these big PR companies. Yeah. Because then you need retainers and stuff. Like, that's a little bit different. But like, if you're talking to some individual PR person and they're telling you, oh, I can do this and get you this and this and that, and they're not guaranteeing shit with a refund, then fuck them.
But it's like a law firm who does work on contingency.
That makes so much sense.
Right? It's just like,
I don't have money to pay you right now for this lawsuit that I'm going to file, but why would... But
or they'll say to you, don't pay me, because I guarantee you I can get you millions of dollars.
And I'll get more money out of it on the back end.
We'll split it 33, 66.
Yeah. What? That's not a... What?
Yeah, they take 33% of the money.
33.66?
Yes, Stef.
33 plus 66.
33.333 and 66.666.
Okay. Yes.
He didn't go to school. That's the problem. So anyhow,
what the fuck? 33 plus 66 is not 100.
It just leaves 1%, Stef.
Yes.
Everybody knows that it's into perpetuity. So you don't have to say the 33.33333333333.
It just said 70-30.
They don't do it like that. It's 33.66.
Okay. I'm the fucked up one.
Yes, you are.
Right.
But you didn't go to school. That's the problem.
Yes, I didn't go to school.
It's like Joan
That's
Rivers
why you partnered with me and work with me. And
Joan Rivers has this joke about Anne Frank.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, you have to go back to school, Anne. The story has no ending. The Nazis are going up the...
You happy now? Okay. Yeah, so be careful with these people because they're fucking assholes. Don't pay someone money if you don't have money, and don't buy ads. Are the same. Ads are also scams. Yeah, unless you're that sounded like really.
Try not to do it too much on your own. Like, try to get someone who will teach you, or like a company that will show you.
No, if you want to run ads in today. The time for like you spending your own money on ads to benefit your business, unless you are in a tiny little area and like a very local business where you're doing very local ads for older people, then don't bother with ads, especially as a startup right now. If you're bootstrapped, if you have like $100,000, $200,000, $400,000 in budget for ads, by all means. It's good because you can keep hammering them in, keep sending them to people, and get a lot of volume and get that return. But if you're small and you're like, okay, I'm gonna put a few thousand here or there, it's not gonna happen. It's that time is over, for like large scale ad spend. You need a lot of money for ads now.
But really, like 200,000, 100,000?
Yeah.
Like that much?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And
so has Gary Vee shifted? Because he used to say like, put $5 every day and this and that and whatever.
He just believes in putting out content.
No, but he used to talk about putting out ads and stuff.
Yeah, but now it's just getting really expensive. Ads are getting really expensive and it's very saturated. Like, if you can find a new place to advertise and do that.
But I'm asking you, has he shifted with what he used to say?
I haven't been hearing him say do ads a lot.
He's always said like, put $5 a day. You can start doing your ads with like whatever amount of money, like very little money, $1 or $2 a day.
You used to be able to do that, ads would cost. Facebook ads used to cost 0.00 something.
Yeah.
Unless, like, if you're not in the U.S., you could probably still do it. But if you're advertising in like the big 5 countries, like U.S., Australia,
China, Russia.
No. What?
Oh, not China.
No. So, what are you talking about?
I was just naming the G7.
No. This is not what I'm talking about.
All right, fine.
Those
are the biggest economies.
These are the countries that buy the most online.
Oh.
So the U.S., Canada,
UK,
Australia, UK, New Zealand, and there's a few more. If you're advertising in like other countries, then you're fine. But you know, those countries are quite expensive for ad spends. So just, you know, I'm not saying don't do ads, and I'm not saying that they're not effective, but you need to dump a lot of money into them for them to be effective. You know, maybe not 100,000. Maybe that was a little bit exaggerating, but like 20,000, 30,000, if you want to have like a real good campaign, and you want to see that return.
Companies are spending a lot of money. Like the ads, like built, like the shirt that you're wearing. Like you looked up like long shirts, and they fucking had you in the net, and they had you there even after you bought.
Even now, I'm still getting ads and shit from them.
So
you know,
weird.
I'm getting ads in my YouTube videos from my YouTubers from Built.
What?
Like they're sponsoring the people that I watch.
Oh my god. Wow.
So. And that's
not true, because
yeah,
like you don't even stuff. You never see ads because you have the pay.
No. That's what I'm saying. They're not advertising YouTube ads. The people I'm watching are sponsored by this company.
Oh my god, that's crazy town.
So they'll be, because I have YouTube Premium, so I don't see any ads.
Yeah.
What they'll do is like Unbox Therapy, for example. I really like his channel. He is sponsored by Bill. He wears them all the time, and he talks about them in the videos. And he's like, they're like, check it out. He has his promo code and everything like that. So, like,
how do you feel about that? Like,
I'm good with it. Whoever that marketing company was that did that, fucking good on them, because they killed it.
No, I mean, like, how do you feel about the people who are promoting stuff in their?
Oh, they need to. I have no problem with it. Because they need to. It's like a necessary now, because YouTube took away all their ad revenue.
Oh, because of like what, like cursing and
yeah, because the new rules and guidelines they have, it's bad. So they need to do sponsored stuff, which I'm totally fine with.
So we're not gonna make any money
off this?
No, because like we curse too much and we like talk about.
No, the cursing's fine.
Is it?
You can make money off as long. The problem was especially like if the content was directed towards children. And then.
So why do most YouTubers don't even swear? Like they bleep it out or they don't swear at all?
Swearing does have an effect on those metrics, but it's also a matter of how marketable your content is. You know, like you're not actually allowed to advertise to kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like if your content is kid oriented, then a lot of companies are going to opt to not go with you now. So basically what YouTube did was they basically went like Facebook, and they're able to categorize their ads better and like direct them more at your type of audience. Mm-hmm. So if you're watching like a video that has nothing to do with the ad that's playing, it's not going to play on that video. It's going to play on more related stuff.
Okay.
So like you can narrow down your audiences a lot better now. So when you're doing like kid content, because you're not allowed to advertise to children, then it's not going to play ads on those videos, or you're going to get a way smaller amount for an ad. Because for example, like these are entrepreneurship videos, like I'm talking about that. There's so many things that could be advertised on this.
Yeah.
So many courses, books, a million
products,
things,
yeah.
SaaS products, anything, you know. So I don't know how it'll do exactly, but a channel like ours is, and because the audience is older, and people like me are much more likely to buy, like if it's like a good product and stuff like that. And then if you're doing fashion or something like that, it's gonna be, you know, all fashion products. So it's just it was helping the advertisers save money. but it kind of took away from the creators.
That's so weird.
Yeah. So.
So what are we doing today?
What are we doing today? What are you doing today?
I have a couple of meetings.
What's going on with your cup there?
I'm gonna talk about that. Oh, I brought.
Fuck.
So that's an hour.
No, it's 55 minutes.
I brought in some pineapples today. I sliced pineapples
Oh,
because
nice.
I bought like a big pine.
Diced pineapple. What is it? Sliced pineapples.
Diced pineapple.
Is that the song? What is it? What's the next line? Diced pineapples and wet ass pussies.
No, that song is very, very classy that you're talking about. It's
Wait, you're
poetry.
telling me that Cardi B in WAP is not classy? This is news to me. What are you doing today?
So I am. That woman with the big deal still hasn't called us,
She'll call
but she
today.
has until tomorrow.
No, she has until tonight. Today.
Oh yeah. Well, we said Friday.
As far as she knows, we're picking up tomorrow.
Yeah.
So.
So I will have something to report to you tomorrow. My sales guy, he's doing really, really well. He is.
Falling apart.
I really gave him some really cool tips. Was that yesterday or the day before?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Gave him some really cool tips.
He talked like a used car salesman.
He
Real
just-
fast,
it's
real
like
loud.
Like a lot of like anxious energy. I
Yeah.
don't understand.
It made me anxious just hearing him.
Yeah. I think a very big part of sales is just like bringing calmness to it, because like people put their guards down. But if you're like too much, too energy, too rah, aggressive, it's almost like, oh, okay, he's trying to fuck me. Like let's tense up. Also, that's another thing to, if you want to check to see if you're having a good time or enjoying yourself. If when you get home you're absolutely exhausted and wiped out, and you didn't do anything to be wiped out, it's because you're like, you don't feel safe in the place, so you're constantly with your guards up, you're constantly like on defense, like not on the fence but on defense mode. That's another way that you can know. Anyway, I really want to work out some social media stuff. I'm setting up my YouTube.
What?
I'm setting up my YouTube corner. So me and Stef, we did the intros for YouTube channels yesterday.
All three of them.
Yeah, which is very, very exciting. I had a really good time with you doing that. His intro is really, really, really good. Mine was like así, pero his was like really, really good.
What are you trying to find a Spanish daddy?
Well, if you're out there, papi, que lo que. So we definitely have to go through that social media stuff. I think I'm gonna drop out of the Chamber of Commerce. Like that's not a good chapter, bro. It's not good.
BNI?
No, the Chamber of Commerce, the Thursday, every other Thursday.
Did you pay for it?
No,
You didn't?
no.
That's good.
Yeah. But I'm kind of mad that I missed today, now that I'm thinking about it, because Mike Burla was in that one. He missed the last meeting, and then I was like, all right, fine, I definitely am not going. But then he didn't say anything for this one, so I'm assuming he was there. So maybe I should have gone. Should have attended. And I was here at 8 o'clock, so I should have attended. But anyhow, I'm also gonna check in with a couple more of the people I was referred to. Like yesterday, I had a phenomenal conversation with 2 realtors. One woman from Compass and another guy from Sotheby's. And he was just like, oh my God, I would love to refer you to my people. And the next job that he has, he's gonna call us, which is coming up in like a few weeks. So he's up in like Westchester County, Rockland County. So he doesn't have a lot of like crazy listing that requires staging, because like those people up there, they don't stage. But the photo and videos, we're no longer like leaving smaller jobs on the table, because it doesn't make any sense, because they're super easy. We can just do it going in and out. So we're no longer doing that. Also, yesterday with Kim for her lifestyle shoot, we had to like kind of change some stuff up, because it's gonna rain tomorrow, which was when we had the shoot scheduled for, but it's gonna rain tomorrow, so we moved it to Sunday. Sunday's gonna be a beautiful day, and it's.
I hope you get the money. Because I want to go to B&H.
Okay.
And spend a lot of money.
So
swipe that $7,000 card.
also this guy George, it's coming down to the time where
George?
Yeah, the guy we had dinner with is coming down. The guy who's like expanding into Naples and whatever, and Florida. He's doing some aggressive expansions down there, so.
Has he responded to you?
Nope. But we know it's happening because he sat down with us, so we solidified ourselves in that relationship. So.
I don't know.
No, we're in there.
Alright.
So I'm very, very excited to talk
It
to
sounded like he just came to that dinner to suck his own dick. Should I cut this part out?
So, we're very, very excited about George. You definitely should cut that out. So we're definitely excited to talk to George. And, yeah. So, I also have another big meeting coming up next Friday with this guy who he wants to hand over he runs a real estate company, and he wants to give us all the video and photo content.
He's a broker.
Yeah. No, he runs it. And he is also a broker. So if we go in with him and get in, he wants to give it to us all. And he does like real estate courses and trainings all over the place, so he wants to like make that happen too. And then today I have a meeting with Connor, who's our lead gen guy. We're making some changes to that relationship, and yeah, we're really, really happy about everything. So I'm talking to him today. And then a couple people from Compass and also from the lead generation, they booked meetings for today. So, do you remember that 8:45 p.m. guy who had a call set up for last night at 8:45? He declined it and then moved it to another date. I was just like, all right. Waste my fucking time.
You got scheduled by the guy.
What guy?
Gog.
Oh, he scheduled it? Are you sure?
When? He emailed me back this morning.
I saw something that said like a name that I didn't know.
Yeah, just go to your calendar.
No, because there's so many things in my calendar, Stef. I looked at Casamente Boonswang.
Yeah, that's him.
That's him? Okay. So he booked it for today at 12:30.
There you go.
Right? Today is the first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, he booked it for today at 12:30. So I guess we're doing that.
Oh shit, I have to be on it.
Yeah. Do you want to tell them who this guy is?
I don't really know. I don't remember.
So basically, he's a business investor / like a business broker. So he like buys and sells companies. He invests in some of them and stuff. So he's like letting us know like.
He also does lead gen
for
businesses. Like he connects people.
Yeah. So
he brokers deals too. Like
yeah. We always take the meeting just to hear. The last time we spoke to this guy, he just like.
It was a while ago. Like a year, like really close to the beginning of our company, like 6 months in.
Yeah.
And
he just sucked his own dick for an entire hour,
mm-hmm.
which is always off-putting to me.
Yeah. But whatever, like he is connected, I guess, and he whatever.
Like
and if he can help us and find investors and he gets a percentage or whatever, then fuck it. Like
what is going on with these the Kiwi guys? I'm calling Jason today.
I haven't gotten a message back from him.
Actually, what's Jason's number? Let's call him on air.
I'm gonna call him right now.
Yes. Okay. Mr. Jason.
You guys saw him?
Jason, I don't understand.
You don't think he's gonna be a little weirded out?
Nope. It shows that we're ready. We're in it.
Does it?
Jason.
Because he didn't email me back.
Stef, Just give me the guy's email. Jason. You know what people should call me? They should call me Pink Candy.
No.
Candy. I love to be called Candy.
Mm-mm.
No? You don't think Pink Candy? Pandy? You don't call me Pandy?
Hey, keep your hands off. Keep your filthy hands off. Don't touch the mic.
I didn't
Why
touch
the fuck did you touch the mic?
I didn't touch it.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't. Here, just type that in. I shouldn't put the number out to everyone.
Number. Hello, Steve. You wanna come with me to the party?
Director of Strategic Partnerships.
So this is a guy from Kiwi. Which is what is Kiwi again? It's a culminate. What do you call it? Culminator.
Hello, she's spelled here.
Hey, Jason, how's it going?
Very well yourself.
I'm doing very well too. It's Mark Rankin from Creator, Mark and Stefan.
Yes, how you guys been?
We've been great, man. We're just like checking in on like the website, the outline that we sent over to you and your tech team. I mean,
yes, I think that again they're still reviewing that. I know it's been a busy couple days for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me check on that real quick. Thanks for reminding me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I know it's like very aggressive to call someone at the top of the day. But Vigilant,
he emailed me.
yeah, he said that he wanted to jump on a call early this week, so I wanted to, just like double check. And this was like,
yeah, sure. I tell you what, let me check with him, or if you want, feel free to email him directly. He might respond to you quicker.
oh, but you emailed Stef saying that Vigilant and you would like to jump on a call.
Okay, let me.
Yeah, this was September 18th, so we're just like, waiting patiently by the phone.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah. It's Vijant, same thing.
Vagina.
Vijant, vagina. Vajayjay, pussy. Same thing.
Ping him real quick.
Yeah.
Via Skype, that would be.
This guy's ridiculous. Like, what?
He does not have his
This
shit
guy's
together.
so fucking ridiculous. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna ping him right now, and I'm gonna copy you guys on the email right now. We'll try to get this call scheduled for maybe tomorrow.
Awesome. So, quick question. So, once they figure out what they're gonna do, like, for like the website or whatever, like, what's the next step after that? Like, they get to work, or like, how does it go?
Yeah. Then we kind of determine the scope of work at the SOW, kind of get the quotes back to you, and then we kind of just determine everything that needs to be done.
All right, sounds good, man. Thank you so much. We got an email that there's a demo day or something coming up.
Yeah, we've got a few coming up. Let me see. Got one.
Okay, no, I think we got them all, but we're just like really, really excited, man, because we sat in on the women's. We also sat in on the one before, the health and wellness, and they were really, really good.
Yep.
They were so.
No, they're great. Again, we actually have one tomorrow. Actually, no. The next one is we have one on Monday at 11 a.m. Actually,
Yeah.
send me the invite to as well.
Okay, that'd be great.
And yeah, let me get on Vijant right now. And
All right.
You should see the email here in a minute. Thanks for reminding me though.
All right, thank you so much, Jason. Have a great day, man. Okay, bye.
You too. Bye.
Vijant. Yeah, whatever. Close enough.
Definitely not worried about it.
Do you want to do your impersonation again?
No.
Okay.
What do you got going on today?
So yeah, that was interesting. This guy, my pitch for this guy is gonna be like, all right, listen, I'm down for it, but you got to get us an investor first because we have no money to pay you. So, you want to close the deal? Get us some money. Anyways,
Can we pitch without them fixing the website and doing all this stuff?
probably.
Think so?
Yeah, we have a great company. I don't know why you're laughing at that.
No, I'm not laughing. I like
Did you see
your-
the other pitches?
I know, right?
Exactly. So I think we'll be all right. If those people already got the work done, I think we'll be all right. What was I saying? What do I have today? I have to cut up all of the stuff that we did yesterday, all the content, put that all together from the recordings we did from the intro stuff, and then
Steph, I know you're gonna do this at some point in your life, but can we fast forward to the point where you actually like just put a time on everything, just so that you can get more done? I know you're gonna do it, but let's just fast forward to that time where you do it so we can be more productive. Just put a time. Like, you know, you're supposed to be doing this from here to here, and you see the time going down, so you hyper focus, because sometimes your attention is split. And I get that the work is monotonous and it's not challenging nor creative, but like, I feel like we can get to the fun stuff if we get through the tedium first, or faster.
fine.
Just put a time frame, and I guarantee you'd be like, tomorrow you're gonna be like, oh my god, yesterday was so productive.
What's the time frame?
You tell me. I don't know how long it requires.
All right, fine. Till lunch, I'll get everything done. All the videos that I did.
No, you have to write it in your own thing and put the time. So you have everything that you want to done, just like this, and you can say this is supposed to be from here to here, this from there to there, that's from there to there, and then so as we're doing it, you take out the 2 to 3 for lunch, and then we'll be fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Get right on that, sir. Don't wink at me.
I can wink at you.
No.
Yes.
Disgusting. All right, fine.
You gonna say what you're doing?
I'm editing those videos, and then I have to do
What videos?
the intro videos. Like
So last night we shot a
promotional
bunch
stuff.
of intro videos. One intro for his personal, one for my personal, one for the creators.
For this show, and then
It's so funny. The one for the show is so funny.
and then I have to finish cutting up the rest of the episodes. Today's just gonna be all content creation. I'm not gonna do anything else.
Finish cutting up the rest of the episodes? Oh, you mean
Yeah.
to like?
Yeah.
Can you tell them what that is?
So all of these episodes, I've been cutting them all up and taking out some highlights and gonna put those all together in different videos for promotion so we have them over the next few weeks. Yeah.
How are you gonna promote this?
Don't know yet. No videos though. Gonna have content.
He put together like a really cool banner for our YouTube ad, which is like really really nice. I don't like it, but whatever.
Yes, you. Oh, for the morning show. Oh yeah, Mark doesn't like it. It's the show cut, like it's the show here, but it's with
I'm
us
like
cut
this.
up. Mark's like, and I'm literally going like this. And
Yeah.
That's you'll see it. You'll see
It's
it.
not
It's
cute.
like the photo that's here. It's not the greatest thing. I did it kind of quickly, but it's just something to put as a cover.
Steph, last night I was at my house and I looked so good with my white background and like a really nice, like cool light on me. I looked so good, and I just don't think this black background works for me. It just doesn't. Can we try it one day
No.
with the white? Why not?
I like the black. I will fix your skin.
No, Steph, it doesn't look good. Like last night, when I go home tonight, I'm gonna fucking record my screen on my laptop and like show it to you.
I'll just fix your skin, Mark. Because maybe sometimes I don't always put the most effort in setting up the lights or.
But it just doesn't look good. If it looked great and it required more effort,
I'm for anybody who's like this is what it is always like working with non-technical people. They're just like, it doesn't look good. It doesn't work. It's just not it. And then you like fix it and show them. And you're like, oh, it works. I know it worked. That's how it is. And if that's you, stop doing that because you're annoying. And you don't know better because your fucking laptop sucks. I'll fix it. Just listen to me. Great.
and then this angle is like literally the. Is there any way that we can do it so we get it from a more flattering angle? This is not good for my face.
I don't know what to tell you. Get a new face. This is how interviews are done. I don't know how else you want to do it.
Maybe we can be more straight or something. I don't
think
know.
you can be any more straight. You're so straight already. Scribbling in the air, huh? Alright, we're done. I have work to do, Mark, unlike you. Stop looking at my fucking pits.
This was good. I hope you guys benefited or got something, some nuggets out of here. I'm very, very excited.
Yeah. I'm excited to see how this is gonna look because I changed a few settings. Changed up the lighting a bit.
Yesterday he did it and the whole fucking video was in slow motion. It's great. Anyway, I was like gesturing like this.
Yeah, I'm sorry about yesterday. It was not in slow motion. I just put the shutter speed. I accidentally clicked it down to 30 and I didn't see. So the shutter speed was too slow. So you saw more motion blur.
That's how I looked. Instead of being like this.
Again, non-technical people, they say things like slow motion and shit that they don't know what they're talking about.
All I know, Stef, that was an hour and a half of content that is not usable.
It's usable. I'm gonna still put it out. Regardless of all that, did we agree on El Salvador?
Yes.
Yeah, we're not gonna do a month because we can't get into Bali because travel restrictions or whatever. And then they ask you for a 14-day quarantine, so we're just gonna take like a week-long week-long surf trip to El Salvador.
Yeah. I asked him if he wanted to go by himself, and he said yes.
Even though I said we're going on okay.
No, he said yes, then he said no, and then he said no. So I'm going to El Salvador. Very excited.
Yeah, hopefully we get this money.
Yeah. So you'll be seeing us from the beach and from our really nice hotel. So I'm really
I don't know
excited.
if we're gonna be staying in a really nice hotel. I hope we are.
I hope so too. Then anyway, thank you for joining us.
It's gonna cost more though.
I love it.
I think we should just do it, right? Just go all in. Just say fuck it and spend $4,000 on a week-long vacation.
Fuck it.
Even though we don't have that money. And we need to buy other things.
Fornicate it.
Fornicate it. Fornicate the money away. I don't know what that means, but yes. Or maybe we'll just get an Airbnb so we have our own room so we can fuck while we're there.
No, I don't want to do an Airbnb because like I like an all-inclusive thing.
Mr. Fancy over here.
No, because the Airbnb never
Mr.
works out.
Fancy over here.
It just never works
No,
out
you're right.
because like
also the
if you have to-
all-inclusive for this place does a shuttle to and from the airport,
Of course.
which is the nicest thing in the world.
They all do. the
No,
shuttle.
they don't all. Do
Most all-inclusives will do a shuttle.
that. Yeah, bro, this place is gorgeous,
Yeah.
and it's on the cliff to the beach.
Yeah.
Like you walk out of your room and it's like you have your own terrace and your jacuzzi and everything, and it's just ocean.
Wait, you have your terrace
Yeah.
with a jacuzzi?
Yeah.
Every room?
Some rooms do, but you always have a terrace because the whole hotel is 13 rooms.
What? Oh, I'm not gonna like that.
It's a small hotel.
So it's
Why?
all gonna be like surf bums, but then they're actually not bums because they have money to do this kind of shit. So it's gonna be the surfers who are not really amazing, but they have money and like they work these jobs or they're like rich kids, and then it's like such a small number of people.
Mark, all of the people that no, it's gonna be a lot of beginners too, which is really cool.
No, Steph, I like a variety of people. I like a lot of people so I can pick and choose who I want to hang with. It's like if it's 13 people, you're definitely going to see the same people every day.
I like small boutique hotels. And also there's
Steph,
a bunch of
you don't
and
know.
You know everyone there, all of the people there, because there's instructors there, and all of them are like they're ISA instructors. So it's like the surfing competition instructors. Then they train pros. They're like really good. They have yoga like every morning. They have stretching, workout rooms, skate park. They have a skate park there. Everything. It's like a super cool hotel.
I hate that it's only. I wish it were big.
Okay. Maybe it is. Maybe it's bigger than 13 rooms. I don't know. But all I know is that the reviews say that it's like a 10 and it's amazing. Everybody says it's amazing. There's like not one bad review about the place. And the food looks delicious.
I'm definitely gaining weight over there.
I don't think so. Not if you're doing yoga every morning. I'm definitely doing yoga because I need to get more stretchy.
Yeah.
So.
I'm this far away now from doing a full split.
Oh yeah. Keep dropping in, popping in, locking and hopping. All right, we gotta end this because I gotta really go to the bathroom.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for watching. I love you, and I love you.